So what's good, YouTube? Back with another video. This is going to be a very interesting video because I decided to do some upgrades. So let me turn the camera around, show y'all what we're working with. Boom. So as everybody know, I've already mentioned that I'm gonna turn this thing up a little bit more, even though I don't really need it. I'm just doing it because I got this supercharger pretty cheap and it was brand new. So as y'all see, we got the LS1 intake, and of course this motor is built from the bottom up, all 4H internals and everything like that. So let's just give y'all a little story real quick. So my motor man, let's go start with my motor man. So my motor man hit me up. He asked me if I knew anybody that was looking for a LSA motor. So I said, well, what kind of LSA motor? Is it the one out of the CTV, or is it like the one out of the Camaro? He said it's the one out of the Camaro, and it was actually from GM. He had it built, I guess, on the assembly line or some shit. He didn't really give me the background of it, but he told me to come over there. I went over there, I checked it out. We negotiated the price on it. I guess he said he wasn't gonna do nothing with it. It's been sitting for a while, but everything is brand new. You see from the pan up, everything brand new. He had the stickers on it. It was in the crate. Price tag on it, everything. So we negotiated a price. Boom, I got the motor from him. So of course, I got this LSA motor. So I'm thinking, I'm not doing no more builds. So what am I gonna do with it? I see everybody doing LSAs on the G bodies and all this other shit, and they turning out pretty good. So I'm like, man, my motor can do that, but I think I want to turn mine up a little bit. Plus, if I ever sell it, it'll turn up the value. So I end up getting it and was going to put it in here, and then like maybe a few days later, my boy hit me up. He's like, man, I got a brand new LSA top and bottom for sale. You know anybody who want it? I'm in a bind. I need some cash real quick to pay off some shit. Do you know anybody who want it? And I'm like, okay, well, send me some pictures of it. So he sent me pictures of it. And I'm like, well, how much you want for it? He said, so-and-so. I said, what the fuck? I just bought a LSA, a brand new LSA motor, crate motor. I was like, fuck it. If it's the same price for me, is it the same price for me? He said, well, I'll give it to you for this. And then boom, we got it. So I went to pick it up. Of course, it's the box heavy and I'm up. All the stickers, tags on it. So I get it. If I can get it out. Brand new bottom. Of course, I took the shroud and stuff out. And then this right here is the lid. Right here is the brand new lid, all the sensors and everything on it. So, of course, it's a mate. So, I got to thinking, and I'm like, man, do I really wanna yank this motor out, take it out? Because I was thinking about using that transmission, but then I was also thinking about a 6-speed transmission. But I'm like, man, I'm not gonna be turning up like that. I just want to pretty much have fun in it. So, I was thinking, and I'm like, man, why would I pull this motor just to put that motor in, bolt up the transmission, do everything all over? So pretty much I have to take the hood off, throw the hood out of alignment. I have to take the motor out. I have to take all of this stuff out. Why not just, since it's built from the bottom up, why not just throw my lid and top on it? So that's the reason why I got this. So I don't have to do a whole bunch of shit as far as taking the motor out, putting everything on it that I need to do to put on it, and then dropping it back in here, lining everything up. It's pretty much like going through another, like a full motor swap, and I didn't really want to do that. So I don't know what the hell I'm gonna do with the LSA motor. I don't really want to do no more projects, but you never know. But I can sit on that, and it'll accrue value by itself. So, cause it's a LS motor. So I'm like, fuck it. I'm gonna just go ahead and fucking take my top end off, reconstruct everything, and throw my top on there. Turn this motherfucker into an LSA, put the supercharger on it, turn it up a little bit, and then we there. So in the process of that, y'all have already been seeing me do like the little upgrades and mods and shit and stuff. So as you can see, I got my intercooler down there, and then I put my elbows up, so I'm gonna have one hose running across the bottom, the other one running across the top. But I really didn't think about it. I visualized it, but I didn't visualize it until I actually really visualized where I was gonna put everything as far as the ice tank. So custom ice tank being made. I got the injectors. I got pretty much everything I need. I had some dilemmas with the front pulley, the pulley hub. So they went through my return and got my pulley hub out because it was actually on back order. So my friend Nick over there at CVF, he went through the boxes, got my hub out, and shipped it to me. So it'll be here Tuesday. I'll get that pressed on, and then I'll be able to get this shit put on. But now, in the meantime, between time, I got the assembly pulleys. I got the assembly brackets I gotta take off. So pretty much I gotta take out the intake, the fuel rails, the throttle cables, the injectors, the throttle body, the cold air intake. I gotta reposition the AC hose. I'm gonna try to reposition it because I think it sits up a little bit higher. So I'm gonna reposition this, but I got all the brackets for it, all the brackets, all the tensioners, all the pulleys, and the belt that I need to switch it over to LSA. So that's the good thing about CVF, even though they can count their motherfucking days, because they've been doing some stupid shit as far as like sending me the wrong part or not sending me everything that I need when I told them send me everything I need for the LSA so that I can do the LSA swap. So they've been lacking on that. So this intake might be for sale. The intake, the fuel rails, the fuel injectors, and then some other stuff that I don't need. But I have to reposition everything. Everything on here will work. I have different brackets to where I have to set this up different, I guess, so everything can align like it's supposed to on the LSA. So I got all of that stuff. So I'm about to start this thing. I wasn't gonna start it till after next year, or until next year, but I got some downtime. We on Christmas vacation, so hey, by all means necessary. I ain't got no cars to work on. The last dude couldn't bring his car because he had some problems with his truck or whatever, and hey, that's fine with me. So I can work on my own shit, which I love, what I love to do. So reconstruct some stuff. I'm gonna have to take a lot of this stuff apart to get the new brackets and stuff situated and get this alternator sitting where it needs to be, AC compressor sitting where it needs to be. And hey, who more to help me out or to observe this little changeover than my YouTube subscribers? So if you're new to the channel, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell, so that way you can see this full little ordeal here, taking this shit apart, putting this shit back together, and turning this thing up into a motherfucking supercharger. So come 2024, I'm no longer referred as CJ's Customs. It's gonna be fucking supercharged CJ. So, but yeah, I have a lot of shit to do. Well, not really as much shit as I would have to do if I was to pull this motor and throw an LSA in it, opposed to just changing the top on it. So of course we got pretty much everything that we need. I know I'm gonna be lacking some stuff because I just visualized and did some research on everything I needed, but I'm pretty sure for the majority of it, I have it. I'm waiting on the intake gaskets for the bottom of this because I failed to realize that it didn't have it in the box. So I ordered them. They're gonna be here tomorrow. Of course, I got the the brackets to switch it over. So the brackets for the LSA to sit on, because this is I think it's a cathedral port, and I have to use the brackets to change it over to whatever port, square port this is. So that's the church house quadriga port is what they call it, I guess. And then I have the square ports on this, so of course I have to use the plates. But I have the plates, the gaskets. I just need the gaskets for that. So man, stay tuned. Hey, this should be a hell of a journey, hell of a learning experience. This is our first time doing a LSA changeover, and man, y'all let shit. If y'all got any, okay, YouTube, pretty much got the top half broke down. Fuel lines, harness connectors, the top hose. What else I'll take apart? Fuel lines and fuel injector lines, and pretty much got the intake right there, which it might be for sale. Fucking look pretty damn nice. But let's continue on it. I'm about to start with this CVF. So I got 2 different brackets this time. So hopefully I'll be able to do, I think I might have to take it all apart. But we'll see. Hopefully I can do one side at a time. If I'll be able to, I probably have to just take it all apart, man, and just do it from scratch. But stay tuned. You see what we got though. It's all broke down. Easy peasy. Let's go. Okay, let me get some footage of this before y'all say, you didn't show that part, you didn't show that part. So I pretty much took everything off. Front bracket, so I'm not gonna need that no more. That's gonna be for sale. That thing was a lot. The tensioner gonna be for sale. And I think this tensioner, because I think that's all that I needed to take off, but I had to take off the whole assembly to even get to this point to put this shit back together. So I got it off. I done put my new gaskets on there, water pump gaskets. I was gonna use the same ones, but I was like, fuck that. God forbid this thing get back together and then it be leaking right up under there. I had to take the whole assembly back off. So I just went ahead and just redid the gaskets. I had some extra gaskets, so I redid them. So I'm shimming it up, and I gotta put the other bracket on that side. This bracket, gotta put this bracket on this side, and then I can start putting it back together. I'm kind of trying to wonder why it's like a kind of like a purplish instead of black, but I'm not gonna worry too much about it because you ain't really gonna be able to see it no way because everything out of accessories be covering it up. But stay tuned. About to start putting this thing back together. Hopefully I can get this thing put back together tonight, and then I can start with the actual LSA bottom tomorrow, which I ain't gonna be able to get too far because I'm waiting for the gaskets. They don't come till Sunday, tomorrow or Saturday. So stay tuned. That's what we got so far. Of course, I'm gonna need some more antifreeze and other little stuff, but man, we getting it. Let's get it back together. Get this new pulley, get this new front pulley drive on here. Let's go. All right, YouTube, so check me out. Got the pulley system on there, and CVF has won the award for lacking a give me a part again. So I was putting all this shit on there, and I noticed that I had a tensioner that I had to put on from my other setup, and I was wondering what the fuck that was. And so when I went over to look at the damn setup, you got a tensioner right here and one right here. So they didn't give me one of the tensioners. This was the one that went on the old setup. Hopefully that's the right one. If not, they're gonna have to send me 2. So I got that one, and I'm missing that one. But everything else is set up like it's supposed to. Like it's supposed to be. AC set up a little bit higher, and it actually fit without me having to take the hoses apart. As well as the power steering the power steering, it went in place without me having to take these hoses off and reroute the hoses. So as you can see, we good down there. Of course, I had to loosen them up right there, so it kind of seeped out a little bit just to reroute the hose. But got the power there. I gotta pretty much bend this back some, so I'm gonna do that tomorrow. But I got the power cut off down there. That's the reason why I got that piece down in there, just in case I fuck around and turn it off. But I gotta bend this. I gotta bend the other end of it down, and then it'll pretty much clear this. Let me get y'all a better view. Right here, it'll pretty much clear. Well, actually, it's pretty much clear. I wanna bend it back a little bit more, so that'll be clear too. So I'll have that up and ready tomorrow. So I'll just bend that back and then take that piece of rubber out of there. But other than that, we pretty much set up for LSA. So the only thing we're missing is the tensioner right here, and then the pulley that goes right here, which the supercharger will be sitting on top. But man, I got far today. I didn't think I was gonna get all this pulley system on there because I pretty much had to pull it all apart. So this is pretty much damn near a full kit, other than the compressor, the alternator. So you got the harmonic balancer puller at the bottom. You got the water pump pulley right there. This goes around the water pump, which holds the compressor on this side. Phone pretty much went out, but
big dog status feel humble. A ball in his mouth for my brothers. Hold your bag, tote the cutter. I got it out the field, fuck Russell. Going as L'Oreal about the paddock and going as Jordan as dead. For leak water, trying to drown a bitch.